Hello everyone, it's a pleasure to share our Group 5 creative tips on superhero here. Super movies are about virtual characters and use each of their activities to experience their epic superpowers. So I'm going to talk about his background and his significance. The first background about superhero originated in American culture in the mid-20th century. They have special ability beyond person and do some useful action to protect a human. They usually have consumes that response their personality and strengths unique name like in 1938, the comic strip magazine Action first showed Superman is in road pose, holding a card above his head. The second about significance. Protective patients take on the roles of fictional or true superheroes like Superman, Spider-Man, and Batman, and they use their super skills to inspire the creative. Their skills help to create a relaxed environment. So that's all my presentations. The other member of the fifth group will give a speech. Thank you.
So how does the technique work in the real world? We need to know in the real world we don't have the customers that can make real superheroes like Iron Man, like Spider-Man in movies. But we can draw similarly with existing technologies. However, there are the real life activities. They use for example, we use the Spider-Man's techniques. They use their skills to make to the rock climbers, the park hour, or the zip line between these 2 points. About the conditions that must exist before the technique can function properly. For example, we take the Iron Man has advanced suit, for example, and the first one is about the power supply, because his whole suit is connected to electricity. So this suit would require a reliable, and we need to have the enough electricity power to supply. And the second one is about how to survive and how to support. This technology would require regular maintenance or how to software updates to make it functioning and long weight. And third one is about how to control it. The users need a complicated control system and interface to control the suit effectively.
The advantages of the superheroes. First one is the exceptional abilities. Superheroes often possess extraordinary powers or skills that surpass those of ordinary individuals. These abilities enable them to protect and serve society in unique ways. Whether it's super strength, speed, genetic intelligence, or the ability to fly or manipulate elements, their exceptional powers allow them to accomplish feats that regular people cannot. And the second one is symbolic representation. Superheroes serve as powerful symbols of hope, justice, and courage. They embody ideals and values that we admire, such as honesty, selflessness, and standing up for what is right. These symbols can inspire and motivate individuals to strive for greatness in their own lives and make a positive difference in the world. And the last one is the models. Superheroes often serve as role models, especially for children and young adults. They demonstrate the importance of using their powers responsibly, helping others and overcoming adversity. Many superheroes have compelling backstories that involve personal struggles and challenges, teaching us valuable lessons about resilience and the power of the human spirit. And the application of techniques in the real world. First of all, is the inspiration for innovation. Superhero stories often feature advanced technology and gadgets. These imaginative concepts can inspire real-world societies, engineers, and inventors to push the boundaries of what is possible. For example, the concept of Iron Man suits with its advanced AI and flight capa- capabilities has influenced the development of wearable technology and exoskeleton for medical, military, and industry purpose. And the second one is superhero therapy. The principles found in superhero theory have been utilized in the therapeutic context. Therapies have developed superhero therapy techniques that incorporate superheroes and their narratives to help individuals cope with various mental health issues by relating to and drawing strength from the struggles and triumphs of superheroes. Individuals can find the solace and motivation in their own lives. And the last one is the social impact. Superheroes can be used as powerful symbols in social movements and campaigns. They represent ideals such as justice, equality, and the fighting for the marginalized. Utilizing superhero imaginary and narratives in advocacy effort can capture their attention, raise awareness, and raise support for important social causes.
Everyone, my name is Liu Yinhuo. I want to talk about the application of techniques in the real-world example. Iron Man, a fictional character from the Marvel comics and movies, is associated with technology that uses advanced technology in his suit, known as Iron Man armor. In the real world, we don't have an Iron Man suit that works the way the most portray it. However, we can compare it to exciting technology. A real-world example is the HAL exoskeleton developed by Japanese company Cyber Dye. HAL is designed to help people with mobility disabilities by detecting their motor intentions and providing appropriate support. It can be used in rehabilitation setting to help patients regain strength and mobility. Spider-Man is another popular fictional character from Marvel comics and movies, possessing unique abilities that allows him to canvas process superhuman agility and utilize a spider sense to sense danger. While we don't have exact ability of a real-world Spider-Man, let's explore some real-world techniques to draw inspiration from his character. Spider-Man's spider sense allows him to sense danger before it happens. While we don't have similar supernatural abilities, advanced in wearable technology and sensory enhancement can enhance human perception. For example, wearable
devices equipment with sensory and haptic feedback can provide alerts and warning about patient hazard in real time, helping individuals avoid accidents or respond more effectively in some cases. There I have a video. It can help us more understand this technology.
Up next is our last speaker, Lawrence, a junior who will be telling us why superheroes matter. So, enjoy. Thanks, Alan. So, when I was little, I thought my dad was Batman until about 5 minutes ago. And as evidenced by my excellent 5th grade birthday party invitation, I'm 5th grade, 5 years old. This is going really well. And so there's a reason for that. He's 6'4", he has black hair, he had a cool car with Batman floor mats in it. And there was a room in our house that we could not go into. It was a wine cellar, but it could have been a bat cave. And to top this all off, when I was about 6 or 7, he came into my room, and my parents were going into a Halloween party, dressed as Batman and Batgirl. And the costume, as you can see, had those awesome wings, and the wings were connected to rods in his arm. So he walked into my room, went, "I'm Batman." And 6-year-old me went, "I freaking knew it!" And then I told all my friends, which is not what you're supposed to do when your dad is a superhero. So then I wasn't allowed to be Robin or see the Batcave, which was creative by him. I gotta give him credit for that. This also made me want to dress up as Batman for the next 4 or 5 Halloweens. The same costume every year. It really looked great by the time I was 12. It also made me have a love and a deep appreciation for superheroes, but not everyone really has the same feelings that I do, including my sister, who never let me watch any of the cartoons I wanted to on Saturday. I had to watch these horrendous shows because she was bigger than me for probably the last time. But so this talk today is sort of educate all those people who oppressed their younger siblings and didn't let them watch really great TV shows. It's really deep and emotional. So the first reason is that superheroes, they give us goals and something to strive for. They show us essentially the perfect model, what we can be. And no one really embodies that better than Superman. But he wasn't always like this. When Superman was first created in 1938 by 2 guys in Ohio, he could leap tall buildings in a single bound, run faster than a speeding bullet, and was a little bit stronger than a regular guy. That's about it. Since then, he has evolved into a near godlike figure who at one point in the mid-'80s could think up new powers on the spot and could pull a solar system by attaching a rope through a bunch of planets. So pretty different than 1938. But he's evolved this way for a reason. He's evolved this way to show us that to sort of never be satisfied with who we are, and we can always make ourselves and the world a better place. That's why Superman is one of the greatest heroes, the greatest hero, Miss McDonough, in the world. But my favorite hero is Batman for a different reason. So Batman, as anyone who's seen any Batman movie knows, his parents were killed in front of him when he was a little kid. And this sort of broke him. It hardened him, and it made him into sort of a shell of a man. He keeps himself together by protecting his city and making sure that what happened to him doesn't happen to anyone else, ever. But unlike Superman, Batman has no powers. Aside from being really intelligent and having pretty great ninja training, he's a rich kid with issues. And a cape, which never hurts. But Batman teaches us that it doesn't matter where you start, it's where you end up. And he has a chip on his shoulder, just like every other superhero. But he doesn't let the fact that he has no powers keep him down. He keeps fighting and he keeps making himself into a better person. So that's why Batman's great. He, doesn't matter where you start. Another reason that superheroes are great is that they give us hope that the world's never really that bad and everything's going to get better. And, this doesn't really matter for most of us in the audience because we're doing pretty well. But For a lot of kids, especially in pediatric hospital units, they're dealing with some pretty rough stuff. So what people do is they dress up as superheroes and go in and sort of thank the kids for giving them the strength to keep fighting. And it makes the kids it makes them so happy, and it gives them the faith and hope and strength to keep going through whatever they're dealing with, whatever bad hand they've been dealt. And it's really it's amazing to see what these fictional characters can do. The nurses also do a small part in this, where they put the kids' little medicine IV thing in a box with a Superman or superhero logo on the outside, and it does the same thing. It lets the kids feel close to their heroes and lets the kids feel that they're fighting, they're making the world a better place too, and it gives them strength, which is really great when these kids are just sort of confined to a room for most of the day. Another thing that superheroes do is they teach us to respect and love the modern day heroes we have, like firefighters, soldiers, and police officers. That's why the most commonly bought costumes for little kids are firefighters, soldiers, and police officers, and superheroes. And they don't seem that similar. I mean, they all wear uniforms, though, not spandex. That's more of a personal choice, though. But they're all making the world a better place, and they're all there to save us, which is really great because, I thought my dad was Batman, and that made me want to be a better person. Even though I was 6, there wasn't much I could do, but I really wanted to be like my dad, who I apparently saw every Saturday watching cartoons, and he was saving the world, so I want to save the world. He was making the world a better place, so did I. And it made me want to be a better person. So even though superheroes aren't real so far, they're still affecting the real world in every way possible. And, that's why I wanted to give this talk. So thank you guys for listening.
This part is about conclusion. New world. The innovation and the creativity of superheroes can become the driving force for our progress and creation in real life, marking that the creativity of superheroes can be applied to everyday life to solve a variety of difficult problems. This creativity can take the form of a righteous spirit created by the superheroes themselves, appealing to audiences of all ages as a beacon of hope, courage, and inspiration. It can be superheroes technology, creating that technology in the real world, using the technology to solve problems. In general, superheroes have become an integral part of popular culture, inspiring and captivating audiences worldwide. While fictional superheroes can have a real-world impact by promoting positive values, serving as role models, and encouraging individuals to make a difference in their communities. Suggestion: superhero stories and ideas offer an immersive form of entertainment that allows the audience to escape reality for real and immersive themselves in exciting stories, adventures, and magical battles. We can't get too involved. We need to distinguish between real and virtual. Next page is about bibliography. This article is about the bibliography from which we found some relevant information and some reference points. Okay, that's it. Thank you.